Alright, hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hello everyone, welcome. We're getting there, we're getting towards the end of the season. Whoa. Whoa. Can you imagine there's only going to be, what, 3 more of these? Unbelievable. Oh, the time has flown. We've gone by really quickly. Yeah, we've got some interesting results here for week 8. A lot to talk about. So, let's start by taking a look at the standings. Okay. Start by looking where things are the week. There we go. So, Owl Coop, still XO, undefeated record, top of the table, guaranteed top cut. Same story with Team SSS, only 1 loss, guaranteed to make the top 4. And now we have 4 teams fighting for the last 2 spots. Oh boy. Oh boy. Dino Bozos, Forge Freaks, Shiny Cobbler Session, Top Deck Sidekicks. Any one of these guys could make it. Especially this last slot. This last 4th slot here between the 3 of these guys. Literally anything can happen. I think Brandon actually put it in the Discord. Let's have a look. Okay. Dino Bozos are guaranteed into top 4 with a win or a tie. If they lose, they could still make it in, as long as A, they don't get 10-0'd, and only one of Forge Freaks or SCO win. Or, if they do get 10-0'd, both at Forge Freaks and Shiny Cobbler Session have to lose for Dino Bozos to make it in, because of game difference. Forge Freaks, if they win this week, they are guaranteed in. If they tie or they lose, they're in as long as Shiny Cobbler Session and Top Deck Sidekicks both lose. Shiny Cobbler Session has to win and cannot lose game difference to Forge Freaks or Dino Bozos. Finally, Top Deck Sidekicks, they have to win and either Shiny Cobbler Session and Forge Freaks has to lose, or one of the 2 of them can lose, but the result has to be 10-0. So there's a lot of work to be done, but everyone can make it. This is exactly what I was hoping for, like, especially with like how these 2 guys are like both on 11 and they both need to like pray for Forge Freaks to lose to make it. It's so great. It's almost as good as the it's almost as good as the Weiss League. Like in the last year's Weiss League, 4th place, 5th place, and 6th place teams were all tied on the same number of points and only had 1 game of game difference between them. So it was just like super. I was like, okay, we have to do a 3-way head-to-head comparison. It was crazy, but yeah. Like I am not praying for any particular team to make it or not. I'm fully neutral in this. Whoever makes it, makes it. Like, you know, I just hope everyone does their best, and I just hope that no one gets sacked, and whichever team does, like, you know, gets that last place in top 4 earns it. That I'd be happy with that. But yeah, no. So this week we have Shiny Cobbler Session versus Spreadsheet Seekers. So Spreadsheet Seekers are already guaranteed. So Shiny Cobbler Session are definitely fighting for their life. Deck Players Rebirth versus Neighborhood Watch. These teams, unfortunately, so commiserations to Deck Players Rebirth, Mashed Potatoes, Crow's Nest, and Neighborhood Watch. These guys are now fully out of top 4 contention. Thank you very much for taking part. I hope everyone here enjoyed themselves. There is still 1 more week to go, so you guys will have 1 more week to really put it all on the line. push forward, really like play your best Vanguard. But yeah, this is going to be the last week for now. Of course, I'm not going to just like disband the team straight away, right? Like, we might put on some exhibition matches while top 8 is going on. If any particular like teams or players want to like play games, I'll take more replays to show off on stream. Why not? Like, even if you don't make top 4, you're still welcome to like chill in the server and play. That's the important part. But yeah, Neighborhood Watch versus Death Players Rebirth has no impact on top cut contention. Dino Bozos versus Top Deck Seekers. Actually, I'm going to unhighlight this. Because it kind of... This one, though. So, this matters. Wrong color. Crow's Nest versus MASH. This one, like, again, Crow's Nest versus MASH. 2 teams that are no longer in top 4 contention. So, that team doesn't matter too much. Forge Freak versus Owl. This one also, I guess, doesn't really matter because they have already made it. They're already safely in. But yeah, Top Deck Seekers versus Dino Bozos. Like, Top Deck Sidekicks, Dino Bozos. These guys are truly, truly fighting for their life there. So Forge Freaks also kind of fighting for their life. And Shiny Cardboard Obsession also fighting for top 4. So it's not a highlighted matchup, but these are the teams to keep an eye on. So we've already had one game finish, which is Sergio versus Wolfren. That's because they both had scheduling issues for the week, and they requested this matchup well in advance. They knew they were playing, so they just got their game out of the way. Let's take a look at some other games to look out for. We've got... What have we got? Fori, the team captain, versus Demios, a well-known good player in NA. We got the captain showdown. I'm sure Philip will stream that, but we'll watch the VOD on his YouTube. Honor and Adrian Bob, I think these are two like very well. Yeah, so Honor is one of the current undefeateds. Adrian Bob's on an X1 record, so this is probably going to be a high skill game. What else? Obviously another captain showdown. I'd like to get that. Maybe Toya will have fixed her camera angle by then, hopefully. Franz and Peter, the American members of Echo Chamber, battling it out there. Where's our Dark Sphere match? Here we go. So, this week's Dark Sphere in-person matchup is between 2 teams that can't make it. But, we'll take it anyway. Anything else interesting from the teams that can't make it? Sagrim versus Winley, maybe? Wraith, Styles, Taro. Ooh, Gashadokuro and Kisamat, yep. Two players who have a lot of record. They've done very, very well in online tournaments, so we'll see there, maybe. I think that's a good spread for now. We've got 7 games to keep track of. Yeah, it's a final week all to play for. We'll see what we can do with that. It's a shame because originally here, before Callum, I had Yami0 to play Notorious at, 2 of UK's strongest DI players. Unfortunately, Yami0 was unable to play this week, so we've had to have an emergency substitution. Oh, don't want that to be uncolored. Yeah, I think this is a good spread. If anything else comes up during the week, we'll take it. But yeah, let's have a quick recap of Week 8 results. So, Shiny Cardboard Obsession versus Neighborhood Watch. These guys locked in hard. I can't believe we're seeing it. A 10-0 result. I think this league, throughout the whole 8 weeks of this league so far, we haven't seen a single 8-2 record. We've seen a few 7-3s, but most of them have been 6-4 wins. No 8-2s, no 9-1s, but holy moly, a 10-0. I didn't think we'd actually see it. Unbelievable. So yeah, well done to Shiny Card Obsession there. You know, that performance is what rocketed them back up with a massive game difference. So if they could maybe, you know, if they win their matchup against Spreadsheet Seekers, they will actually overtake Dino Bozos for the 3rd seed. Whew. And who knows, you know, the difference between 3rd and 4th seed, that might matter. It might matter. Seekers Spreadsheets, they tied against Dino Bozos. A nice 5-5 record. It's either a solid win or a solid loss. I mean, Spreadsheet Seekers were already, you know, at this point guaranteed their top 8, while Dino Bozos not getting the win meant they had to fight a little bit harder. We got to see the Roto Visor dub though. Hell yeah. Shout out to my guy. And then Demios with Phantom Blaster taking up another win. Then Deck Flares Reverse versus Mashed Potatoes. So it was a 6-4 win to the Mashed Potatoes. We got to see the Unica Mirror. Very cool. Flamgy making an appearance. Unfortunately not quite winning. Top Deck Sidekicks versus the Owl Coop. Again, another 7-3 win. Owl Coop continuing to dominate. Crow's Nest versus the Forge Freaks. This matchup was so much fun to watch in real time because, like, it went boop, 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 boop. So the first 4 games, like, tilted back and forth. It's like, oh, it's anyone's, like, this week, it's anyone's week this week. And then Forge Freaks picked up the 2nd win to go 3-2. So halfway into the pairing, they had the lead. Then Crow's Nest even it back out again. Wow! And then Forge Freaks with a double Mygo back to back, bro. The Forge Freaks pulling it out of nowhere, like with Mygo of all decks. I did watch one of these games. Apparently there was quite a bit of luck involved. But yeah, these were some pretty intense games of Vanguard. So Forge Freaks there pulling out the win. And then even though the game was already over, we got to see Time Stamping Dragon secure his team's honor. You know, doesn't want to make a complete sweep. Hit Forge Freaks in the game difference. Keeping it to 6-4, not a 7-3. But yeah, Time Stamping Dragon of all decks. Like, I don't think we even had Hamveld on the sheet yet, right? Like, oh, did someone actually play Hamveld? Okay, one person has played Hamveld. So yeah, Time Stamping Dragon and Hamveld there being the promo generic decks for their nations. But there we go. The other thing to mention, by the way, with this week, from the Forge Freaks, Thagrea picked up another win, which puts it, let's look at the stats. 4-0. 4 games out of 150. I wouldn't call it statistically significant, but there's no denying Thagrea with a 100% win rate. You know? Better than Shiranui with only 77%. Would have played Hamveld this week. Haven't picked up Ketastoy Duel yet. I mean, you know, we do allow proxies. If it is something that you are planning to pick up, just let me know and that's okay. Play Thagrea. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, everyone should just switch to Thagrea for the last week. Either tank that win rate or cement it even further. But yeah, Shiranui doing pretty well. Zorga doing very well as well. No surprise there. Luwad, significantly more plays than Shiranui. Not as dominant. Which is surprising, because you would expect, with the very lenient time rules that we have in the VPL, for Luwad to be doing very, very well. But just can't quite make it. Ava as well, now that everyone's picked up the promo, has exploded in popularity. Of course, strong deck, but not quite strong enough. Not enough to beat Shiranui, sadly. And then let's talk about the frauds, shall we? Sitting there still with a negative win rate, Rezael with almost as many games played as Shirunui, more games played than Zorga, can't match the wins. Varga slowly but steadily rising, trying really hard to shed its fraud status. Getting close, not quite there. Messiah as well, supposed best deck in the format now with Festival Collection, not making it yet either. I think this is one of those cases where like everyone wants to play it because it's the hot new thing, and just unfortunately luck isn't in their favor. But yeah, still a few decks unplayed. If anyone wants to really put their names on the map, Silhouette is still available. MLB is still available. What else is good here? Bav? No one's played Bav yet, unbelievably. No Archite. Man, we've even got, what is this? Tao Ren, Petralka, Hamveld, Claudine. Even the one Baron Magnus player came out. MLB still available? Do it, bro. Your team's guaranteed, right? Like, I'm not going to promote rigging in the league. I will not outright support or condone the idea of not trying very hard because you're already made in top cut. But if you want to rep MLB, I'm not going to stop you. The price still has no players? Well, because we don't have set 3 yet. Like, as good as the promo is, it's the drill is what really makes the deck crazy good and like going forward. So without the drill, the deck's fine. It's just not amazing. But yeah, that was week 8. And now we're moving into week 9, the final week of Swiss. So, we've got a few games here. There's also some in the Discord, like on YouTube, that people upload to their own drive. But yeah, for now, let's just jump straight into it, shall we? Just set this up. Whoop. Get this to the right window. And there we go. Just need to move these a tiny bit. And this one needs to be flipped. There we go. So this is Cosmic Sapphire versus Notorious also known as Morgan. You know, if I had a penny for every UK DI player who was trans, I would have quite a lot of pennies. Just skip a little bit of the setup there. Skip some more setup. Alright, so we've got Direful Dolls versus Zorga. Zorga going first. Not what Direful Dolls wants here. I think it's a bit of a rough early game because obviously Direful Dolls wants to spend the early game setting up, taking it slow, and then Zorga obviously wants to do Zorga things with Shadow Cloak and Philander. It's pretty tough, but we'll see here. As Morgan starts her grade 2 turn, 2 Karmas discarded for Rancor Chain. Doesn't add anything back with the ride line, so not exactly a plussing. But in exchange, Shadow Cloak. Shadow Cloak behind the Vanguard rather than in the front row to really rush down the Dolls player. I think is definitely a choice. Obviously, you don't want your opponent to just damage deny you by swinging into your Shadow Cloaks either. You being forced to guard the Shadow Cloaks. But yeah, the second Shadow Cloak comes down, so we see Tearful Malice. And I think it's going to be Overcoming milled. Oh, we're going to mill the Habitat instead. That implies to me that she already has the Overcoming in hand. But then Kutir. Kutir will dump the Overcoming. Add back the Shadow Cloak targets. RPD comes out, so not a massive rush. We are definitely keeping the Shadow Cloak safe in the back row though, which is understandable. So yeah, Dolls there being given the time they need to set up. Not being rushed too hard or too aggressively. The critical thing here is that the Dolls ride line doesn't actually plus in any way, shape, or form. The thing about, so not having the Shadow Cloaks in the front, it's more about keeping the Shadow Cloaks alive than it is about being damage denied. Because Zorga doesn't really need that much Counter Blast. You want to use Counter Blast on, Overcoming and playing its orders, but it can play the game without it. So, attacking the RPD doesn't do anything here either, because they'll just come back again. So I think it's actually almost arguable that if Saf had the ability to do so, it was almost worth considering just trying to rush Zorga back down, just so that you're in an easier position to actually round out the game as Dolls once you start doing your triple drives at all. So discard Habitat to ride. We're going to see Order first. We're going to go straight into the Malice. Alchemagic with Overcoming. Sack the RPD. Add back the Habitat. And then Soul Blast the Malice from Soul to bounce a Shadow Cloak. And then each Shadow Cloak bounces each other. And counter charge off the Malice as well. Then the RPD comes out. Only one, doesn't have the second. And then Energy Blast 2, I presume. Yep, we're going to remove the Malice. Out comes the Kutir. Don't need to discard, I think, not to set up the drop zone. Plus 10k. And then we'll probably see the Karma come out. Shadow Cloak to drop the Blitz order there. Start assembling the defensive lines of the deck. Vorgan doesn't have a huge amount of cards in hand. It's like 5 or 6. One of which we know is Shadow Cloak. So I don't think she's farmed that many PGs yet, but she's only on 2 damage. So it's not like Dolls is in a massively threatening position either. Dolls is also not super good at blasting out of nowhere. Whereas the crit from the RPD will push the pressure in Morgan's favor. Karma comes out. And we'll just go straight into Vanguard. So Saf there with 7 cards in hand, but at the same time not having committed very much. Morgan's only got like 5 or 6, but we know that there's a lot of gas, and she can definitely keep playing the game and keep pushing numbers next turn. Which I think is the big difference there. It's like, Dolls is very tanky, very consistent, but it will run out of like steam at some point. Whereas Zorga basically only runs out of steam once it runs out of orders. Which, if you're playing the deck correctly, should never happen. I think it makes sense to take the Vanguard swing, hope for no crits, because the deck is still fairly compressed, and then try and guard the crit RPD. To the pass, blanks, we do see Gracias Gradal. Also worth mentioning, Morgan didn't actually Energy Blast 4 for the Karma, so it doesn't have a crit. So it would have been more worthwhile to take the Vanguard swing, guard the RPD, and then take the Karma, because you'd have taken the same amount of damage, but you would have used less shield to do so. And like, if you're running crits on the Vanguard swing, that's unfortunate, but you just have to deal with it anyway. But no, we're going to see Sapphire take that as well. Gets the heal. Doesn't get the counter charge though, which Dolls would really like to have been able to make use of. But the heal to stabilize is useful. Going second also means that Dolls can get the triple drive straight away on the first grade 3 turn, which does help with building resources, building shields to survive the big Zorga numbers. You know, digging for PGs is always good. But it does make it a little bit hard to set up your board and soul appropriately. Stuff there also does have 9 energy, so she can do a little bit of extension. Not full combo, not 5, but she can at least start pressuring, which is definitely the position you want to be. Like, the longer even though Dolls is a slow, grindy deck, you want to you don't want to. Zorga is the deck that wants to be slow, taking the game long. So if your opponent wants the game to go long, you want to be in the position that you want the game to not go long. Which means in this case, Dolls needs to be the aggressor, needs to be the one pushing tempo here. Only 2 Dolls in Soul, so Android's effect is not super valuable right now. And even if it is, she then needs to really work to rebuild a Soul ready for next turn. Straight into the grade 3. And then calls over the grade 3 since it's already used its soul, generated soul, and makes a board. 3 copies of the grade 1 on the board is really good though. It's exactly what you want to be seeing here. Helps you rebuild your soul going into your next turn. And then Energy Blast 3 to then recall the grade 3 from Soul to shove something else back in again. See the crit going to Soul, ready for the short Sparta. And then Vanguard will just go 26, triple drive. Not the most threatening thing in the world, but we'll see a no guard come in there from Morgan. Front is great to see. There's the short Sparta. Defensive crit. I think Saf could still push Morgan to 4 damage here. Unfortunately, 4 damage is not a great place for Dolls to put Zorga in because, again, none of your bodies have crit. Like, being at 4 damage as Zorga versus being at 4 damage against Zorga or as Zorga are 2 completely different game states to have to worry about. This is 33, it looks like. The last one seems to be 33 as well. So yeah, Morgan will guard all those, dropping a bunch of triggers. And that's going to be it. So not a huge amount of plussing there from Saf. She's got a Bind Zone healthy. She's got some soul for next turn. Now it's a question of how far can Morgan push. So no Persona Ride. Philander to call over the RPD. Again, 3 damage, staring down a crit RPD. I'd be tempted to take the Vanguard's column, pray for no crit, deal with the RPD, and then take the other column again. Because then, like, because now you're at risk of Morgan using, like, take the Vanguard, no crit, go to 4. Now you're at risk of Divine Skill to restand the RPD, which would be lethal. Which obviously becomes a lot harder to guard. Like, we know that Saf drove check a PG, so it's not the end of the world. She can definitely guard 1 Dragon Swing. It's just a question of guarding the 2nd Dragon Swing. So Shadow Cloak before we do anything else. The other great thing as well is that Morgan can always call back the RPD over the Karma and then have the 2nd Karma call itself to the open circle that was left behind now into Valander. I think she's only got 1 soul left though, so if Morgan does want to go for the Divine Skill turn here, she has to be very careful with how she Soul Blast for Shadow Cloak, or she's forced to then call out the Soul Crit with Zorga's effect. So Rancor Chain. I'm not sure if she has the Insult Crit in the drop zone. We see it in the damage, but I'm not sure if there's one for her to call back out. Let's see. We know there's a heal vanilla crit. I don't think there is the insult crit in her drop zone, which makes this really difficult. So yeah, we will just call out the other Zorga and then Soul Blast one to bounce the Persona Ride. Bouncing your Zorga Nadir target really sucks because you lose a lot of power. But if you need to guarantee the Persona Ride, you need to guarantee the Persona Ride. We're going to use Cup, actually, to activate Persona Ride this turn, just to get the push down. There's a world where she can Alchemy Magic with Tearful Malice. But that involves sacking either the Shadow Cloaks or your Zorga targets which is bad. But it would give her the soul she needs to Shadow Cloak and Divine Skill. Or she could just Alchemagic with Overcoming to add back the Blitz Order, which would also be strong. Nope, we're going to sack a Shadow Cloak. Just to copy Tearful Malice for the soul. And then Soul Blast on from the remaining Shadow Cloak to bounce the Nadir. RPD comes out. Draw a card from Persona Ride. So yeah, right now the only thing with the power is the Ranker Chain. So the RPD column's kinda small, so probably not worth Divine Skill anymore. There is still the Karma to call out. Second Philander does help the numbers. So it's a 43k RPD column. And then Karma will come out to be a 33, 43, 48k on the other side. If the Ranker Chain gets pulled back. And we've still got exactly one soul left for Divine Skill on top. So there's the Karma, 3 orders in bind. And we will Energy Blast 4 for the crit. Okay. So attacking with that first, to me, signifies we're going to go for Divine Skill here. Being on 3 damage, pressuring the crit column, and the Divine Skill, this is pretty terrifying now. So what I just said before about being able to like guard the other attacks, and guard the RPD and take the other attacks, that no longer applies. Now you have to guard 3 attacks this turn, at least. Because like even if you pray for no crit on the Vanguard, you'll still be at 4, which is lethal range for every other rearguard swing. So that's pretty dangerous. So there's an argument to just taking this one and praying for defensives to make the rest of the turn livable. But again, like, Dolls hasn't had the time to plus like crazy and like build up all their hand. So Saf's only got like what, 8, maybe 9 cards at max? And all of these are asking for at least 2 cards. This is what, 45, 48? No, 15, 25, 35, no, 30, 40, yeah, 48k on this Karma line. 15, 25, 35, 43, 43 from the RPD line. And then 33 from Zorga. It's pretty brutal. Oh, we are gonna guard this. Still need at least 30k more. Nope, we're just gonna take it. Alright, guarding just to get cards out of the bind zone. It's not the ideal line of play for Dolls. And we hit no defensives either, which makes this even tougher. Yeah, there's the Soul Blast 1. There goes the Divine Skill. One of the fastest Zorga Divine Skills you'll ever see. Turn 4. But, you know, the Dolls player has any defensives, the Doll player has anything going for them. This is the time to, like, take what small lead you have and make it big and insurmountable, which is all what, you know, Divines is all about. So again, guard from bind, and we'll probably see the PG coming through here, or maybe a 2 to pass. It's just 18 to 23 right now. There's the 2 to pass. Puts us here 33 to 23. No, 38 to 23. Intercept again. There's the crit. So all to the RP. Oh, I think power to RPD and then crit to Karma. So Karma's 3 damage. There's the over trigger. Hate to see it, but yeah, that breaks the 2 to pass. Crit. Now heal comes in. So Saf did have the extra PGs. She could have survived if it wasn't for the OT. Yikes. Yeah, that just goes to show you, like, again, when the Zorga deck wants the game to go long, the Dolls player responds by having to play aggressively. And if the Dolls player plays aggressively, that means that they're not farming up the hand to guard with. And if they're not farming up the hand to guard with, that's your opportunity to rush them right back. Alright, next up we have... Oh, is this framed properly? It looks like it is not. Hello? Where did that go? Oh, there it is. I think this is Demios versus... I'm not sure. I think it's Demios versus Card Dweeb. 99% sure it's Demios versus Card Dweeb. 16 researchers. Are those Meteor proxies? Let's look at their starters and find out. Keta versus Jet. Yep, so it is indeed. It is indeed Demios versus Charlie. Oh, Google does not want to cooperate today. There we go. Quality might be a little bit scuffed as a result. So PBO gets to go first. No, PBO goes second. So yeah, Jet going first there. Not what it wants to be doing. So already slightly on the back foot. And we're just going to make a full board of big bodies there. Crit. If double defensive. So the one of the 18Ks doesn't hit, but the 28 into 28 still does. Let's see. See if PBO continues to put on the aggression there. Blast the Dark. Probably gonna retire the grade 1 that comes out of Soul. Oh, yep. We are indeed just going to keep aggroing. I really like what Card Dweeb has done here, by the way, because, like, this... He put the GG here and attacked into that Fwamnak, which was, even though it was 18, because because this one would have made this not big enough. Just like force this away. Or Fionola, whatever it's called. Twin drive from the Vanguard, no trigger. Another defensive. Holy shit, is that 3 of the insole crit in Harley's damage? What a good player. 8 into 8. Get the body off the board. Wow. 3 defensives in a row really does. Makes it a lot easier for Jet. Right into grade 3. Do we see Ford Revertis? To punish Blasters for their overcommittal. First next not killing? True. Less crits to drive check is always appreciated. Are we going to see anything else? Nope, we're just going to go Vanguard only. Just blank interface. No Tiscar? No Revertis? Surely Ford Revertis, right? The Fionola is 18k again. So we'll just go 13 to Van. 2 to pass. Does not get broken. Alright. There's another PBO being discarded for Persona right there. Caliburn to draw 2. Can we get the PBD into Soul on the first grade 3 time? There's Javelin. Oh! No PBD in Soul. We'll just go 16. Out comes the Blaster Dark. Oh, choosing not to call the Blaster Dark. Alright. Jet guards everything. But yeah, PBO not having a great turn 3. Meanwhile, Jet has the Nocturzio to discard for Stride. So it goes, right, yeah. Because he doesn't have the grade 2 that gives the Blaster Dark drive and retire. He doesn't want to lose the PBD, the Blaster Dark. Understandable. Alright. Yeah, I didn't see that one. He's playing very conservatively, which is unfortunately giving Chronojet all the time it needs in the world. And I've just noticed Jet's board is actually the wrong way around. So everything I just said about the Fionola is irrelevant. Let's fix that. There we go. Pull back the Nocturzio. Okay. Oh, because we have the Falcratia. Interesting. Biscotti to draw. Making use of those 5k shields that we can. Standard Jet line. First attack into GG. Draw off the GG. Are we going to time leap the GG straight away? We are. Okay, not even going to boost with the GG. Just make the second upstream. And then I guess upstream will turn into a Brainwash to boost the Falcratia. This is a pretty, like, big turn here from Jet. Oh, they spent a lot of its counterblast. The Nocturzia as well to generate the extra soul. No guards to the Vanguard, no crits come in. No defenses either, though. So 25. We'll guard that. Ooh, the Energy Cycler. Do you get the Energy Charge 1? So this will become 25, 30, 40k on the last column. Pretty good number. At least I think there's a grade 3 to shove in with Falcratia. Ooh, there might not be. Yep, only a grade 2, so 20, 25. Doesn't matter, we're going to take it. There's the defensive, a little bit too late. Sonoride from PBO. Yep, there it is. Did we finally dig out for the promo? Or are we just going to see another 3 attack turn here? Can we make something happen? Start by Energy Blast 7 to draw. It's always good. Soul Blast 1, top 5. Find a second Blaster Dark, which is very useful in this matchup. Another Fianola, but no promo it seems. Cannot give that Dark drive. Scotty will come down just to scry top. Oh, we do find the promo. Counterblast 1 from Biscotti. Definitely paying itself off. Blast Dark and the Fianola going in there. And what's really cool here is that Demios can retire this Blaster Dark and this, I can't remember the name of it, promo. So that this one will be in the drop zone ready to come out, and then the other one will also retire itself anyway. So both of his Blaster Darks will stay in rotation. So even if like Jet wants to counterblast onto a bot deck, it's not going to hurt his compression or hurt his lines too badly. The only downside is that Demios doesn't have counterblast. If he wants to counterblast one for PBO, he can't afford to give Blasted Up the second drive check, which it's not the end of the world, but it is a little bit unfortunate. Oh no, he can't, right, because PBO doesn't cost counterblast. So yeah, Blast Out there will get the extra drive. The Sonoride makes this a 41. No guard, but no triggers. Damn. Where are all of Demios' triggers? Come on, surely they'll come up here, right? Twin Drive Blank, Twin Drive 2 crits. Show him the Ren special. It's only like, what, 30k? 35? It's guardable, right? Surely you can guard this. Like, given how many non-triggers you've seen Demios go through, surely you guard this. The Jet can't really bottom boss like, well, yeah, exactly. No, Jet still has access to 2 more Counterblast. Because they're on 4. They can go up to 5, provided no crits come out. Oh, OT! That was a bad time to no guard. Crit to Blast the Dark and back. And there's the front. There's the double trigger like we expected. So 2 damage coming in. Nothing. No heals. That was the wrong time to no guard. Brutal. But I mean, like, Demios had only seen, like, what, 3, maybe 4 triggers up to that point? Like, you know, his first check was a nothing. He damage checked, like, no triggers. He guarded with 1 or 2. You had to assume that, like, some triggers were coming out there. Alright, what other games do we have? What other games do we say we want to watch in week 8? We got to see Demios Card Weave. Well, you got to see this. What else? You versus Callum. Do I have that? I don't think I have that. I think this is... Yeah, no, this is Jeremy Miles, I think. No. Yeah, it is Jeremy Miles. Callum is did he not send it? Oh yeah, he just did. Alright. So we'll watch that in a bit. We'll save the live games until last. Let's see what else we have for now. I have... Oh, Megatrick versus Michael Windley, I think. Yeah. Let's watch that. That's going to be a high quality game. Oh. Please zoom in at some point. Nope. We're not going to max out. Okay. Let's fix this on the fly. Is this not Mega... Wait. Is it not Megatrick versus Windley for week 8? Yeah, there should be Megatrick versus... So why is it Megatrick versus Chang? Huh? Am I... Did Chang sub for Michael at the last minute? No, they both did play him? Right, okay, now I think it would... Oh, right, this is the week where it's like, yeah, Megatrick's gonna play a bunch of different games, right? Right, so originally... Chang was supposed to... No, because... Oh, right. Megatrick's had 4 different games up. Right. So this is the Megatrick versus Chang game. That's what it is. So I think I should also have... Do I not have Megatrick versus Windley then? No, I've only got Megatrick versus Chang. That's fine. We'll take Megatrick versus Chang. Yeah. I was really hoping to get Michael's game on stream at some point. So it looks like Chang's playing Liel Morta. Early aggro from Unica from Megatrick. Surely Liel wants to like guard aggressively in the early game, right? Just to fill up its drop zone. Right? See, they're rushing right back. Out comes a trigger. Not ideal. Implies to me that Valtrossa showed you 5 triggers, which you definitely do not want. $15 Van is numbers. No guard, no trigger. Biscotti. Ooh. There's a Unica mask. Whoop. Soul Charger trigger. Nice. The question is whether or not the Eunuch has the ability to make Mask Searcher now to make the Dragon Tree marker going into turn 3. What have we got? Oh, yep. Was it a 10 Van? It's really tough because, again, like, Leal wants to fill up its drop zone, so it wants to start shoving cards into the guard to draw damage so it can get into the drop zone. So yeah, but we'll just keep guarding with triggers rather than normal units. Crit comes in as well, not ideal. You don't want to take this 2 straight away, but we're going to have to, it seems. He's running. Yeah, I think you need to run it. Like, you run it not even for the mask. You run it to make the Dragon Tree marker, which the deck is still like has use for. Just because you need to keep making numbers. All right, filling up our drop zone again. So there's the Leal. We do get 4 attacks onto our opponent's grade 2, which is useful. Got the damage lead. The question is whether or not we can push anything out of it. Can we find plussing? Or is it just going to be prey? Early guard. Soul Blast Wand. It looks like a no guard. Ooh. Crit. Is that a heal? It is indeed a heal. Double trigger. Love to see it. First check, nothing. Second check, nothing. Unica going straight to 4 there for free. Still 2 attacks to deal with. No defensives either. This is not easy to guard. 10k versus 25 plus. Oh. You take 1, go to 5, and pray to make the other one easier? Nope, was it going to intercept? And then the last one. 2 triggers thrown. Whoa. Unica down to 2 cards in hand. How will they recoup? Makes a board. Oh, there's the Bifrons. Is this Bifrons gonna save our life? It doesn't seem like it. If this Bifrons could add Biko to hand, drop Mask, and then puts a trigger into Soul, that would... 2 out of 3! 2 out of 3! Biko to hand, trigger to Soul. Unfortunately, discarded the Searcher instead of the actual mask. But there's Plutonic Prospector, Energy Blast, Reanimate. Spending a lot of resources there just to get into mask. But it might be worth it if this pays off. Plays the mask. Find Persona Ride, whiffs it all together. Fickle Searcher, that mask. But we are now all set up. Activate Persona Ride. Still only 2 cards in hand. And Unica's not really a deck known for its heavy plussing either, so it's not like Megatrix going to be in a really healthy position at the end of all this. Remove to retire. And then Counterblast shove some triggers into Soul. Bind 1. So we've got some power on the board, plus Persona Ride, but Chang's only at 2 damage. It's not... They can afford to no-guard a lot of this. Including the crit Vanguard swing, potentially. But there's only, what, 20, 28, 33? Take the 33, get a defensive, it's just that easy. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast, restand a column. We'll PG this very confidently, yep. Nothing. Crit, okay. Alter rear, and nothing. So that's a 30k Chemda, which is only 10k shield, which is very easy. This last one's a bit bigger. This last one's what? 20, 40, 58. So yeah, we'll guard that one and then take the 2 to go to 5. Only 3 cards in hand, so yeah, we'll just take 2. Oh, attacking rear. Interesting. There's the Persona Ride. Are we going to see Divine Skill this turn, maybe? Your opponent is on 4. Valtrossa. So spending that extra Counterblast means we're probably not going to see Divine Skill, because we can't do the double... We can't get the 5th attack out anymore. Possibly Chang's just trying to play to set up the PG with the Liel effect. So 2 copies out of deck, so there should still be a 4th in there. I think as Megatrix, you definitely want to try and guard everything here, right? Although you only got like, what, 4, maybe 5 cards in hand? You could also just try and take this one and pray for the defensive. I think is also not the worst idea. This is the smallest attack though. No, it's going to take it. Hits the heal. Heal is live. That's huge. Suddenly, this turn looks a lot more survivable. So we'll use that to countercharge, and then that to turn to this. Still Soul Blasting the Liel as well, so now we do have access to Divine Skill. But without the extra counter blast, you get the 5th attack, it's not really worth it. Megatrix still does have to guard here, because a crit could just end his life, which you don't want to see. So we'll actually see the PG come down. And there was the crit, so good PG there. So now you take the Valtrosser attack, and then somehow... Oh, we are going to Divine Skill! Who cares about the 5th attack? We just want the extra... We just want the push. Alright. Force the guard. And then the last attack here with the Valtross is what? 28? 33? The Megatrix on 4, he could just no guard this. Yeah, Intercept gets there. That was a really aggressive use of Divine Skill from Chang there. Interesting. Another heal coming in from Megatrix. Oh my goodness. How the tides turn. Alright, if Megatrix has the persona right here, he could clutch this out. Chang's just burnt a lot of steam to get to where he is. Like, Chang does have a lot of cards in hand, but it is tight. Megatrix, meanwhile, only 3 cards. Not a lot of gas to go for, but just about enough. Doesn't look like their persona, right? Plutonic Prospector there, just going to reanimate. Just going to make a body. Valkracia on the Dragon Tree, okay. So no trigger. There's already 4 triggers in the bind. But again, like, being on 3 damage, I feel like Chang's not in a massive world of hurt here. They can definitely take 1 or 2 attacks. Like, this one you can definitely take. Like, it is huge, so you just take it. It's like, what, 20... 38? 38 is actually guardable, but... because Force Spotter didn't bind a trigger from Soul, but... yeah, you just take this because it's free. Vanguard, you probably PG? Oh, no guard. Crit, unfortunate. Woof. Heal. Nope, nothing. So Chang there, even though building up a massive hand, like, how big was that hand at the turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, 6 cards is a fairly reasonable hand, but I guess they want to take the risk. Try and, like, save all the cards in hand to guard the rear guard swings. But yeah. I think, but you see the Unica, like, not having that many crits in the soul, not having gone through that many, having bound all the crits they've already seen, you have to assume there's quite a few left in the deck. Alright, let's now round it off by looking at the Dark Sphere live games. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there you go.
But I'm not gonna lie, I've learned that.
So this one was played not at Dark Sphere, but actually at our other locals, which is Zombie Games. Shout out to them. Oh god. There we go. The angle though is not mega cohesive, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. Maybe. Oh yeah, this is not ideal. Yep. That's the wrong way, isn't it? That is the wrong way. Oh god. Why is it the... Wait. That needs to go that way. There we go. So that's correct, okay. So why is the other one not correct? Did I turn it the wrong way? I must have turned it the wrong way. There we go. Alright, so slightly wonky angle, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I know.
We'll just start recording now and then just...
But I'm not gonna lie, I've learned that's just Jubilee in a nutshell.
Yo, 20, bro.
I'm actually just gonna watch my OBS because I'm not tilting my head like this to watch that game.
That's crazy. We just shuffle a bit. Watch, I'm gonna see 0 shadow cloaks.
Oh, you're so good.
If I see 0 shadow cloaks, I just want to fucking kill myself.
I don't need to power shuffle. I shuffled for like 10 minutes before you got here.
Well, mate, I don't know the last time I played this deck.
Fair.
Probably last week at VPL. Or, yeah, on Sunday or some shit.
Let's find out if I'm cooked.
I don't know.
Possibly the case.
Could be. I really need. My team needs this shit right now.
No, it's fine.
He does. He's not wrong.
Yo, I was gonna say, should we play shout format for first second or like have poets?
Oh, come on, I can't.
Is it good that just because of the cards?
What?
What poet?
No, shout or whatever.
You know the Nova grab card.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah, but imagine that's just a guaranteed win if you play poets.
I mean, if you guys were real, you'd just play the actual deck.
I do play the actual deck.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I had it. I thought about bringing it, then I went nah. Because it's so fucking ass, man.
Honestly, can you go first, yeah? She go first. Full keep, damn, fair play.
This hand is sauce.
We'll keep a Zorga, that's pretty scary.
This hand has an RPD in it.
Nah.
That's all. It's
That's
4
all
triggers and an RPD.
That's good enough.
Flip that starter, baby, go.
Youthberg versus Zorga.
It's totally rural, bro.
There's the RPD.
It's insane.
Watch me make like 12 misplays, but not play in a little bit.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, man, he's playing hostage for all.
Yeah, bro.
Hostage roar.
Hostage
Yeah.
roar. Yeah, go ahead.
He'll use the...
Do we see turn 1 Corono discard?
10k shield, didn't it?
No, almost as good.
Pretend I have a crest. I forgot it.
It's actually, yeah, no, it's 10k show. Do you actually know how many?
Well, no, I sold most of my energy.
mean,
That's
you
fine.
can-
Nah, it's alright. Nah, we're good. We're good.
Yo, your
Pretty
Beast
up
Boat deck
skill.
in there, bro.
Oh, second dragon.
I'll put it top leave.
Nice OT, bro.
Oh, is it OT immediately? Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
18, 20.
Don't be a bitch.
Good enough.
There is the Karina. Alright. A little bit late, but you know, better late than never.
Okay.
Ditch the habitat. Add back the habitat. Strong.
I'm just gonna do a few skills at the same time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shadow Cloak.
Yeah, fine.
And the Q-tier.
Just got the Blitz is off shadow.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can read cards. Don't worry. You're good.
No, but some.
Overcoming off the Q-tier.
Well, I'll do rule shock you for this.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, you're good.
Plus 10, swing 10.
Yeah, that's fine.
RPD comes out as well.
Yeah, sure.
Defensive.
Caravan.
Strong defensive. 1 to pass.
Bitch.
Doesn't hit.
23.
This does though.
I'm thinking 25.
Alright. The strong defensive.
I actually am so good.
Wow. Discard Tempest.
You already have 2.
Actually, no, I'm a... That is not...
Yeah.
That's not
I was gonna say.
Jesus Christ.
You literally like scry the Karina on top and you don't discard it.
Sure.
In goes Zest. And then Energy Blast 3.
Yo, exactly.
cooking, bro.
Goes to hand, put PG to soul.
Exactly.
Obviously.
PG, bro, you don't have PG in hand, don't I? Nice 20.
Shit.
Nice 20 in
Shit.
prison, bro.
Shit, true.
Fucking.
Prop radio up 6 to 3. Remove from game.
Add back the Karina.
Is this what you're playing today?
Maybe. It's just out of youth book, isn't it? Not river form. Yep, 5% red.
It's the Vanguard that can't do it.
Yeah, I forget because it's the only one that says youth, but all the other ones say rebel form.
Guarantees the persona right if he ever gets there. It's good.
We're cooking. We're fine.
Alright.
Blitz
Not attacking the Shadow Cloak is crazy though.
Pass.
Finds Drilling Angel.
Let's go.
This guy, bro.
Honestly, think you should have been greedy.
You should have been greed on, bro.
I do agree. Should have been greedy.
Nah, I get that stinky shit. I get it.
Alright.
Second Shadow Cloak. The Lord, third Shadow Cloak. Holy shit. Complains about not having Shadow Cloak and then immediately gets 3 Shadow Cloak. Ha. That's kind of sus, bro. Having the dragon on the back row behind Vanguard also makes this funny line where you can discard the Tempest for Ride line,
Core RPD.
Drilling Angel the Tempest in, and then discard the Carino for Youth Perk effect, top 3, and then to find the last color. Pretty good. EG off the Habitat, bounce off the Shadow Cloak, seems strong.
And then
Someone just wait for those
Veil
double res.
forward.
So the fact that they actually made
That's
this
so
is,
dumb.
Shadow.
It's just like the worst set filler I've ever seen.
yeah.
And then RPD. Ooh.
Oh,
That's not RPD.
Yo, it was a grade 3 in my draft, my man. This swings 21.
21.
Don't you want to do the
Sure, go
bind
for it.
skill?
Oh wait, did I EB2 to bind, but I didn't actually bind.
Oh, you didn't actually buy anything.
I forgot
yet?
to actually do the bind
That's
part of the EB2.
That's fine.
So yeah, but still.
No god.
Crit
Ooh.
crit
Ooh.
Damn, fair play. Cool fan.
Nice.
Okay,
Okay.
Swing for fun. Here you go.
cool.
Swing for fun. It's about sending a message.
Fucking necessary. I can just fucking
That's crazy for Youth Perk. Now he can just do whatever the hell he wants.
Ooh, I misplayed already.
Mike.
I might have already lost this game, I'll be real.
How?
I misplayed, I did a misplay, and unless I draw something, I've lost the game.
I can't lie. I saw the OT. I thought that was Gust because I saw the blue. I was practically just shitting myself for the rest of the game.
Do you
It's
only
like
run one?
I think I
Yeah.
threw this game.
1-1-1.
Crazy.
Because he's him, bro.
If it was an actual turn, yeah, I'd run 2 Tempest, but this is a single game, so I can't be that unlucky, surely, right?
Right?
Actually, no, I'm not. I was gonna say I'm gonna go back in. No, I'm not. Yeah. Youth skill.
Oh, dear lord.
So.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm just gonna fucking make it less complex than it needs to be. Wow, crazy. I told you I have 1 Tempest. Why did I even search top 3?
Because you have to.
Because you're him.
Nice, put the soul shuffle, yeah.
I really thought you'd hit a trigger on your grade 2 turn, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Then just do that for the draw.
Yeah. Again.
Whoa.
Soul blast, put back. Soul blast, draw.
Draw. Nice.
Cool. This should be a 6.
Damn man, you've got so busted.
6, you should not use EB3 this game. Oh no, you're on. Yeah, you're on.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah, because he went second.
It
Oh,
would be a 9.
numbers are really good. Bro,
Counting is difficult sometimes.
Counting
you
is
know
very difficult.
that. Yeah. 21. Yeah.
The only downside is that that dragon's still behind the Vanguard. Really should have been used on the Carino, so that the
SPG?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Oh, Caliburn.
Caliburn? Because now the Sequana is going to lose the boost effect if he wants to get the drive. So
Yeah.
he loses a tiny bit of value.
Agreed, bro. So insane. I'll take RPD.
That's crazy. I didn't see that one coming.
Whoa.
Is this best of 3?
No,
No,
one.
best of 1, bro.
Uh,
I think I've lost already.
28 to drive 2
So
crit.
much.
No guard.
Yeah.
Or
Yo, I do.
It's fine if I lose. I just rule shock him over the drill. It's alright.
No, this is VPO. I can use JP cards.
Sharp.
How? Wait. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Does that change hitting?
no, it doesn't. You just power to the witch.
That become 35. That's would become 30. So.
Just power to the witch.
Doesn't actually matter that much. We'll go drilling.
Yeah, it's like a grade 2
Crit
fight.
power.
Crit. All right.
OT power ban.
Lamau.
Cool.
2
That's-
front, 3 front.
That's fair. That's fair.
Great turn. We're both so good at this game. It's actually insane.
Okay, we don't auto lose. We don't auto lose now. Okay, we have a chance. Charge 3. Persona right.
I like how it's turn 3 for both players. Like, it's Andre's turn 4, and both players have already taken OT and then 2 other damage in one swing. Like, let that sink in. Andre swings, double crit, 3 damage comes in, first one's OT. Full blast swings, finds 1 crit, first damage OT. This is... There are certainly things happening.
Okay, fine. Dak just said, let's play the game.
Oh?
Basically, I ditched all my orders, and
Yeah.
I CV'd myself, so I couldn't add back orders.
Oh,
and
yeah.
for turn,
Yeah.
I had 2 orders in hand, and I ditched one of them. Because my brain was like, oh, I'm just going to add it back
Yeah,
in
exactly. You add it back, you're fine.
it. Yeah, bro, because I'm him.
So you can actually play the game now. That's crazy.
Philander?
Yep.
Here.
Yep.
5.
That'd have been so funny if you whiffed.
See, that's the downside of having 3 Shadow Cloaks.
Whenever I play you, you barely hit flat.
You end up just milling all of your orders, and then you just can't actually play any orders at all. And then you're like,
Get out,
oops.
get out. One card.
Because you're him, bro.
Exactly.
That card right
Okay,
there,
man,
second
bro.
OT, bro.
Yeah. Rob, but that's crazy. We should check the recording hasn't ended, by the way.
This was
Because
over.
it happened once.
This
Yeah,
is
still going.
Good.
This is overcoming.
Yep.
CP2.
I really hope you just drew into a hill there, that foot. That would be really fucking funny. But
Habitat?
Hey,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, that's fine.
Damn.
This gets called with 10k crit.
Still alive.
Pushers up.
It's still alive.
I'm still alive.
Why?
CP2. Binds.
Oh no, the wall still needs me.
Calling. 1.
Yep.
2.
And can crit, so he'll have the soul for divine skill.
Swing. 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 60.
60 for crit, yeah?
Good numbers.
I'm gonna take this one. Cool. PG. No trigger.
Alright, alright.
Swing here.
Oh,
Make that call.
This is a 18, 22, 32, 40.
take this.
Plus 5, so 47.
Bro, take this.
I'm gonna go.
It's only 1 damage. Because you have to guard the Vanguard swing, and then he might just divine skill on the RPD, which you then also have to guard, yes.
This is a 33.
There's a target end of turn after the van skill, right?
Yeah, calm down.
How much?
This is 33.
33, I think we go
Pretty easy to guard.
2 plus.
Are you sure about that? Alright, not punished.
Was that crazy second
Swing.
OT that you were talking about?
Don't know, bro.
PG.
Sure, bro. You start, you're good.
Cool.
I feel like he could still have just taken the rear guard swing for 1 damage. He would hit a defensive, bro!
That would put me to 9.
Are we enjoying the hand? Wait, can the camera see it, by the way? I'm trying to see if the camera can see it.
No.
Yeah, camera can see me.
Holy shit.
Skill finds a
The camera
corner.
can see that. I'm trying to
Wait.
see if the camera can see it.
Okay, so we have Blitz Order, Habitat, what looks like a Kutir, 3 PGs, and 4 triggers.
No.
So I think Zorga's definitely not dying this turn.
Finds a
Cool, the camera
corner.
can see that. Cool.
Actually,
Just take it down.
honestly,
Yeah, bro. Let me just take it out.
No, you... I'm almost certain that if you call over the dragon with Youth Burk, it still procs. Let me double check the ruling on that. Because it works on rearguard and drop zone. And it procs the moment you resolve. Let me just double check. Because yeah, if you discard the dragon and another card at the same time, the dragon will see the other card being discarded and proc. Like, the question is, when it says remove this card, does it track that as it changes, as the card changes zone? And I'm tempted to say yes, it does. So I think what happens is, if you call Sequano over the dragon goes on standby, it then moves to the drop zone, and then you can Energy Blast you, remove it from the drop zone to resolve the effect, to add it back, to add this thing you ditch back. I'm 99% sure that works the way he wants it to work. So he's been giving up a 10k booster for no reason, and now he's about to give up an attacker for no reason.
He only burnt like 3 PG there.
Two.
As long as I live this out, I'm fine.
Radio skill checked up. Oh.
Why don't you just energy plus 7 and draw it?
You could also have just done that, yep. What do you mean it's not useful?
You're not gonna use the. What are you gonna use the energy for?
That's true.
It has to be dropped. No, because it sees it from rear circle as well. So it activates on rear guard.
In this turn, you've already pitched.
Thinking. I get.
Oh, so you're gonna recount with the.
Now we're gonna trust my bullshit arguments in my head. It's fine. 20 fine.
The voices in your head?
Yeah.
20?
Yeah.
Like, bro, there could have been a Carino here, and then this 10k dragon to boost the Carino. And this could have been here! And your numbers would have been better! Yeah, no, because it activates from rear guard, so while it's on the rear guard circle, it sees the discard, and the ability's already gone on standby. So when the ability tries to resolve, it can then remove itself from the drop zone. I'm 99% sure that's how that works.
Just 23.
He's just lost an attack for no reason!
Yeah.
23?
Jits, yeah.
So we got a 43?
It's too big brain for Callum.
And I'll drop the 5k for no pass.
What happened to 2 to passes PG?
It's fine, bro. You can clip this and send it to Callum.
Front crit.
Fair. Or just check Sniper.
Yo, PG and a PG for the nice.
Yo, crazy. So this is gonna be 46, 2 crit, 2 drive.
You forget to counterblast with full blast?
True, but like Philando.
Did he CB1?
Yeah, thank
There we go.
cards, yeah.
At least one of us paying attention.
I am on autoplay.
PG?
Yeah, cool.
You saw nothing.
Fun. Should I read?
It's not awful, but it's he's not enough to keep him alive.
Can you just pass time?
Yeah, you would just pass time.
Can we stop coaching him, please?
You are a 0 face up CB. I didn't fucking see that yet, pass. Jesus Christ.
Why are we coaching him?
For malice.
You have not played enough Zorga, my friend. Do you know how many orders don't got CB anymore?
I've played like against 2 Zorga matches and one of them was the mask variant, so.
Well, like the mask.
This game is so scuffed.
Bro, it's unironically, it can cook.
Okay.
It can. I don't say it will. Cards in hand?
Not enough, probably.
Like,
6.
that match was like the freest match I'd ever seen from a Zorga player.
Cool. Whoa, so crazy.
Oh, double RPD. What a good player. Wow.
Bro, shut up, please.
Energy plus 7 draw card.
Shut up, bro. What do I want to do? I want to play that order.
Nah, you can actually EB7 draw. You're so good.
You know what? With this, it's CB0.
Yep. You're true. Fair.
2 roamings from drop. 10k crits.
Yep, cool. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Danger time.
Double Philander? Oh, he's only got one Philander.
Cool.
Okay.
Dragon.
Number
15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65.
65. You have no more divine skills, so kinda. If I don't do that, I kinda just die. So
You still have to guard both of these gigantic as shit dragons, bro.
Second OT, innit?
Chase 65, yeah.
15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, yeah.
Just take, heal twice.
Did Mama raise a bitch?
She might have in this scenario. I
Think
can't lie
about this.
to
Think
you.
about this. The last thing before you go to Japan.
65.
65. Did Mama raise a bitch?
Yes, she
Those-
fucking did.
Oh my god.
Okay.
PG? Yep.
Oh god.
Crit?
All in.
Whoa!
Damn.
Damn. It's just that easy.
Pan where you
Hell,
belong.
man. Jesus
Yeah, it's all triggers.
Christ. Christ!
Bro, you notice when you were going into your turn, right? I had like Persona Ride 3 orders, 3 PGs, 7 triggers.
Jesus.
So like, in no world are you killing me.
No.
Yep. It's just that easy. Wow. Alright, where's the last one? Here's the last one. Oh, let's reset again. Reset that one. Oh god, it's huge. And it's off center. Why do you guys do this to me? Oh. Oh my god, why do you guys do this? Alright, you know what? Fuck it, that'll do. It's good enough.
It's not very good.
Neither is mine.
Skill, mind Jordan. I didn't know shot. Sorry, just means like this
I like how we know that he's playing Time Stamping Dragon. Turn this down. We know that he's playing Time Stamping Dragon, and yet we still see the Bruce ride line. Likewise, Petrolka, we see the Kyrie ride line of all things. Alright, we got the rush. Defensive? Nope.
all my units have different names. Oh. The fuck is his hand? Probably. 23. Discard. What is his hand? Holy fuck.
He's just not doing anything. Caliburn?
Let's go.
Wow, he can.
Actually tragic.
Discard.
And it's all grade 3s. Wait, I actually need to read what time. I actually don't know what Time Stamping Dragon does. It's basically Time Leap, right? Attacks a Vanguard, choose one of your rear guards with a card name different to what's in your bind zone and bind it. Opponent's Vanguard is grade 3, choose 2 different cards. Choose 2 cards, each different card instead. When your rear guard is bound by this unit's effect, if that Vanguard card's original grade is still greater, okay, that explains why I have so many grade 3s. At the end of the turn, it gets triple drive and 10k, basically. Alright, yeah. Okay. So having grade 3s in hand is good. You're guaranteed to always have triple drive. Right? Oh, right. Oh, you have no more grade 2s next. You can't actually time your grade 2s. That's funny. It's fine, bro. Just time up your grade 1s into grade 2s, right? That's how that works.
Right, so skill is when it attacks a cannon blast,
I bind a rear guard. If you're grade 3, I bind 2. And then whenever I bind a rear guard for my Vanguard's effect, if its grade is 3 or greater, I gain 10k. My van gains the word triple drive. And then if it is grade 2 or lower, I search my deck for a +1 grade card and then pull it. I can only bind cards that I do not have in the bind zone already. Caliber, draw 2. Where's his hand?
It's just more grade 3s.
Filter some more.
Put a 3 in, draw a card. If you bind 2/3s again, 20k? Good question. But yes. You also gain triple drive twice. For whatever good that does you.
This is not good.
Oh!
Swing, skill. Bind this, gains 10 triple drive, so 20 from triple drive.
Wow! Wow!
Oh, the I forgot to change that. Oh, it's not gonna matter anymore.
15k shield, you have that. Yep. Alright. Now to remind myself what Petralka does. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked a Vanguard. Counterblast 1. Reveal the top 7 cards of your deck. If all of the revealed cards that aren't Personarized are Highlander, choose one of the revealed cards, call it to Rearguard Circle, it gains 10k. If you chose Personarized, write it as stand instead and get drive -1. Interesting. So you only ever do 4 attacks. You can keep hitting? Right, you can, oh, you can chain them over and over again. Aha! Aha! That's kind of good, actually. That's really good, actually.
Not the French yet.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be saying this, but I saw your hammer so small.
16.
What a number, 16.
This is 20.
20.
And then this bounces. 13.
2 puffs.
Oh. Oh! Oh. He has to read his own card. Oh, hits the Persona Ride!
You gain 10k and use a drive, right? So it's 23k single drive. Then you can do the skill again.
3 counter blasts, he can keep going. No crit. No defensive. He cannot keep going.
So I call it Pressure Rearguard and it gains 10k.
Strager's not awful.
The good thing about this is that I can't take
Not a lot of good options.
Strager seems okay.
This swings 23 because it was placed
Oh. That's actually relevant.
Yeah.
Oh, drops the Sona, right? Huh?
However, my hand is full of fucking grade 3s.
Oh, I see the over trigger in his hand.
I don't have a lot of hope for this team.
Neither do I.
You hit Persona Ryan. And I have like no defense.
There's the gear goat.
Skill.
So we'll swing with the goat, swing with the grade 3, swing with Vanguard, bind the 3 and the 2, make a new grade 3.
23.
Oh, defensive.
Binds both of these. So it search for a grade 3 and gains capability drive. And that's grade 3s.
He's actually run out of grade 3s.
So did I.
Oh. Oh, he miscounted.
Probably should have checked that before.
Oops.
So you have how much power?
It's 23 triple drive.
30?
Sorry, 33 triple drive.
This is very unfortunate. I can't guard this because I
Yeah.
have only grade 3s in my hand.
So crit for game? No crit. Oh.
It's my overtrigger anyway.
Never mind. What? This is a mess of a game. No Persona, right? Oh, he does have it. Oh.
No persona.
I did.
Persona ice.
Then pulse.
What is that thing? The grade 3 that clearly gains boost.
And then two bot daggers.
How much is the other color?
Same number.
They're both pretty.
This is the 5k booster.
The other one's got on hit counter charge, I think. 33k. Solid use of cat.
Oh, sorry, that's all bad.
Yeah, it's got drives. I mean, it's not like he's gonna OT to break, so yeah.
Okay. So no pass.
Ooh. Does he hit?
3, 5, 6, 7. Wow.
He did not hit. Yeah, none of them are good. None of them actually do anything. That's incredible. Can he use the cycler? Or is it main outside of battle phase? Yeah, when placed on RC Zero this time, so you could use it to bounce something to get a shield. Or you could Strager to draw a card.
I lost all my grade 3s by turn 2. It's been really bad for both of us.
Can I borrow a couple of paragraphs?
I'm so sorry. So what's going what?
This has 10k from the skill and this has 10k from the draw. This is 33.
Wait, did you not drive check for Petrolka?
Oh, sorry, that's really bad.
Oh no. Alright, no. It's end of battle. Right, we did. Yep.
This is 33.
How much is this?
This is
32.
plus 1 to make it 40.
So 38 if I choose to pronounce it. So 28, 10k because you get trigger, so 38.
You might as well take the draw. PG, your into damage is cool.
At the end of my turn, it activates. I put in my soul, I choose 2 control card my soul drop. One of the bottom left, the rest of my hand. So this goes to my hand. This goes to my bottom deck.
So nice.
Alright. I mean, Jeremy's got a lot of cards in hand. They're not much shield, but he's got cards. And we know that Miles has no more grade 3s left.
Gains 5 and boost. We will swing. It's Soul Blast. Gains plus 5. So this is 25, 50. Sorry. 30. Wow,
I was gonna say, like, plus 20k comes from where?
30. Because gains 5, and 5, so 30. From 25 to 50, double
28, intercept.
End of attack. Get this. And this. Do this. They bot deck. Draw a card. Swing. Skill. 33 install. This is 35.
Probably take this one, right? Just try and guard his Vanguard swing. Hope for a defensive. Because you know there's 5 attacks coming in.
Combine these two.
Doesn't have triple. So you could try and risk taking the Vanguard swing, I guess?
So no extra lives.
The Vanguard column would be easier to guard as well, because it would have been the smallest attack.
So just 23.
No guard and parade.
Oh, crit! Alright. So it's not all over. Do you need to hit defensive though?
I heal back.
Ooh!
Bahrain.
48 and 33. 48, 43.
What's the other goal?
48 to 23. I think you just take this one, hope for another defensive, because I don't think he has enough guard in hand. Oh, nope, no second defensive. Just. Oh no!
And too many great threes.
Wow.
I drew all of my grade 3.
All of the stammy heals were not enough. Unfortunate.
GGs and just too many great threes, unfortunately.
Yeah, my opening hand was.
Alright. It's good to know, though, that the last two Darksphere games, those were the two live games we had this week. Those were absolutely... God, those were games that... Watching both of those hurt my soul. And that's the best way I can describe it. Watching those games hurt my soul. Oh, bro. But yeah, that was some highlights. Well, highlights from week 8. As said, we've got week 9 to look forward to. It doesn't look like any... Oh, we have a result come in. Oh, Jeremy, who we just watched play, redeemed himself with a win. Look at that. So, in week 9, Jeremy on Leon wins against Shiranui of all decks. Wow. Good player. Is anyone scheduled to play later? Doesn't look like it. To be fair, it is only Sunday, like, very few people have probably set up games. Yeah, it doesn't look like there are that many games scheduled right now, so we probably won't be able to get any more live games for today. When is my day off this week? Let's have a check. I am off on Tuesday. Alright, we might be able to get some live games streamed. Let's put an announcement there. Tuesday is the what? Tuesday is the 6th. So maybe stream. All right. But yeah, that was a. Those were definitely some games. Slide to VC, watch the premium. Nah. Maybe some other time, but not this time. Once again, no one else is streaming Vanguard, so we will just call it a night there. Had a few interesting games to watch. We've got a few interesting games of week 9 to pick up as well, so here's looking forward to it. We were able to maintain at least one live game a week, so we managed to hit that quota. If anything comes up, I'll be sure to record it. We'll see. And yeah, hopefully we might be able to get some live games, but that's it for now. Let's call it a night, so see you all hopefully on Tuesday. We'll hopefully have some live games. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. This is look forward to the last few weeks. I do have some special surprises, especially as we move into the top 4. For those of you who might not be in the server or watching this, as we move into the top 4 weeks, so this is currently week 9. At the end of this week, we'll go straight into the top 4 games. Top 4 is going to be played 9 matches per week, 9 games per week instead of 10. That way there are no draws. And teams will no longer be able to request specific matchups. Captains will submit the 9 players playing each week to me, and I will shuffle them up randomly and pair them randomly blind. This is to ensure like a level playing field for everyone. And also, because of how many games we've seen end on OT this tournament, the entirety of top 4 will be played best of 3. Just to give everyone like the fullest, fairest chance. I know that this like deviates even further from what you would play at locals or BCS because no time limit and best of 3. But, you know, as the stakes rise, you know, as like we get towards the end of it, I would like to give people the chance to play like the best Vanguard they can play. So that's why we've done it what we've done. And we're working on improvements for next season. If you have any ideas you've been watching thus far, feel free to jump into the Discord, you know, message me, however. I'm always open to ideas. If you want to take part as well in next season, we're already setting up. So yeah, join the fun. We'll see you there. But until then, have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.